Hello. So today I just want to have a quick talk about events and delegates in Unity. For what are events and delegates? Events and delegates are a way to pass references from one script to another script without actually passing in the reference. So let's take this for example. Oh, hi, God. Yes, I'm just recording myself. Yeah, so let's take this for example. So over here we have a text changer as well as a
One person.
Yes. Oh, that's two. Oh, hi, Troy. Yes. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. So wait, I'm recording. Wait. Okay. So basically, what I have here is a text changer as well as a text changer manager. Very very simple. Yes, my background image. Yes. So it does something really simple. If you see over here, the text changer, all it does is it has one function inside, and it also has a reference to a text mesh pro text object, which you can it will basically change the text from whatever text it is to the text is now changed. And what the text changer manager does is actually change the text of the um, text mesh pro object by just having this function called button down. So over here, there's a reference to the text changer object, and then over here, it will just call this function. So if you go into Unity and you load up the scene that I have over here, as you can see, there's some text on the screen called new text, as well as a button over here, really small. Let me widen it a bit, and if I click the button, the text now changed. Now, a lot of you usually pass in references like what I did over here in text changer manager. So over here you can see there's a text changer class over here, a reference to text changer over here. But what you can actually do is use the events delegate system to actually not pass in any reference. So let's get started on how to do this. So first of all, a delegate. So first of all, you have to create a delegate. So over here, I just have to write public delegate void. So all delegates also have a return type, and let's call this delegate text change. And I think it's like this. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Now, what this delegate is, it's basically a you're passing around functions. So from this delegate, you can also create events. So public static text change, and then let's call this event my event text change event. Okay, so why do we call it public static? We call it public static because we don't want it to get mixed up, because sometimes there can be multiple instances of the event being triggered. So to prevent this, we have a static, we end the static keyword, so we make sure that there's only one event triggering it at one time. So now what do? Now we see that we have a text change event here, and we want every time this event is triggered, we want to change the text. So first of all, we have to subscribe to the event. If you have seen the earlier talk on design patterns, we talk about something called the observer pattern, excuse me. And what this does is basically it subscribes observers to a event. So in this case, it's the text change event, and the observers will only trigger if the event is triggered. So over here, text change event, I want to subscribe, change text to it. And just like this, whenever I call this text change event, it will change the text. So if I go back into text changer manager, I don't need this reference at all. And all I need to do is over here, I just have to call the event. So what was this event? It's text changer dot text change event. And just like that, over here, it will change the text just by doing this without any references. So if you go back to Unity and you click the button, boom, the text now changed. Wow, so cool, right? So you don't have to actually have references to any of your scripts if you just use events. So you can also do some cool stuff, like for example, string text, right? And over here, you also have a string text And then you just do this text. Yeah. And then over here, you can literally just put whatever you want, like test, right? You can also pass in parameters for you as long as the function that you're calling, the parameters of that function you're calling also matches with the event, the delegate parameter. So over here we have a text change. So if you go back to Unity and you play and you click the button, you realize it changes test instead of basically whatever you type in here. And you can also have like a text box to say like, oh, put a name down or an input, and then just call this that you might want to have like a string text to input, and just like that, you can basically call stuff without references. Yes, using events and delegates. And yeah, I just wanted to share this because it's really cool and a lot of you aren't using it. Yes. So that is all. Any questions from Mr. Troy? Yeah. Okay.
Hi,
If
yeah. So
yes.
question, okay. Where will you use this versus using like Unity events?
Unity events. Because
this is a C# event, right? Versus
correct.
Unity event.
I think both can be used interchangeably. I'm not sure what's the exact differences because I've always preferred using the delegates and events. You like the C# specific delegates and events. Yeah, I honestly have no idea because I don't really use Unity events, the Unity event system. Yeah.
Honestly.
So yeah. Another thing to take note. So sometimes you might be asking, like, since we have this very powerful event delegate system, why do we even need to have references to scripts, right? So the reason is, and this is very important, the reason why we have these references, you want to use references instead of a event delegate system is if the order matters. So for example, if over here I put a let's okay, let me think. Okay, so let's do a public void print one, and all it's gonna do is debug.log one, and then we have a print two and a print three. Okay, so over here in here we just let's make this a void delegate. Let's just over here print one and text change event. Oops, print two. Okay, print three and text change event print two. Okay, so as usual, you just have this text change event, and then you can see that I've subscribed 3 functions in this class to the delegate, or to the event, sorry. And then if you go back to Unity and click play, let's see what exactly will be printed. Okay. What did I miss? Let me try and debug this. On screen button. Oh, button done. Right, yeah. Okay. And over here, if you click the button, you can see it's 1, 2, 3, right? But sometimes you might have multiple classes calling this event. So for example, you might have a let's say you want a, I'm just gonna do a very scuffed version of a blackboard. Okay, let's say you want a UI window to pop up, and then you want like 3 buttons to show, right, in the middle of your screen. Now you might have a function that pops up the window in one class. Let's call this class window class, and then let's call the other class button class, right? So what you have are 2 classes. if you subscribe both of these classes to the event, call these respective things, you might find a case where the buttons actually appear before the window. So the order is actually not determined because in when Unity runs, we cannot make sure which when it comes to events and delegates, at least we can't make sure which callback gets called first. So for example, the buttons can be called first. Sometimes it will work perfectly, sometimes the button will be called first. So in this specific instance where the order matters, we want to use references. Basically, the simpler method of just triggering like oh, I want you to display the window, display window here, and then there's a function that displays the buttons instead of using the event delegate system. Yeah. So that's all I wanted to share, and I hope you all learn a lot from this and use it in your future orbital projects or whatever project you want to use. Thank you.